See, we always consider the reference axis to the left of the CG. Here in the left portion, the column A is acting. So the section which is acting on the column A itself represented as our reference axis. You name this reference axis as AA. So now we have to find the distance x bar. To find the distance x bar, the formula is PA into x1 plus PB into x2 divided by PA plus PB. Here PA, PB represents the load which are acting on the column A and B, whereas x1, x2 represents the distance of the CG of the column with respect to reference axis, and whereas distance x bar represents the distance of the centroid of the footing with respect to reference axis. Now we have to mention the distance x bar, x1, x2 within the figure. Now let us mention those three distances. Here I am considering the reference axis exactly at the center of the column A, and x1 represents the centroidal distance of column A with respect to the axis. Hence, this point itself represents the distance x. Similarly, x2 is the distance of the centroid of the column B with respect to the reference axis AA. That means, from this reference axis up to the center of column B, the distance is considered as x2. Similarly, x bar is the distance of CG of the footing with respect to the reference axis. See, this is the CG of the footing. From this to this, the distance is taken as x bar. Now, let us write the values of PA, PB, x1 and x2 first. Here the value of PA is given as 500 kilonewton, whereas the value of PB is 700 kilonewton. Now, x1, x2 distance. These two distances you have to take with respect to the distance what you have located within the figure. See, the distance of x1 from the reference axis, as both the CG and the reference axis are lying in the same plane and same point, the value of x1 will be 0. Hence, here the value of x1 is 0 meter. Similarly, x2 is taken from the CG of the column B with respect to the reference axis, and this distance is equivalent to distance small l, which is given as 3.4 meter. Hence, you can write this as x2 is equal to small l, which is equal to 3.4 meter. Now, what do you have to do? You need to substitute all the four values in the above equation. Let us start substituting it. 500 into 0 plus PB is 700 into x2 is equal to 3.4 divided by PA is 500 and plus PB is 700. Now, on simplifying this, you will be getting a value 1.983 meter, which is approximately equal to 2 meter. Now, let us start finding the projections P1 and P2. To find the projections P1 and P2, I am taking P1 plus x1. See, I have written P1 plus x1 is equal to what? See, addition of P1 plus x bar gives you half of this length. The total length is L. If you add P1 with x bar, you will be getting the distance equal to capital L by 2. That is what you have to write here. P1 plus x bar is equal to L by 2. Now let us start substituting the values of x bar and L in this equation. You keep P1 as it is plus the distance x bar we got 2 meter is equal to L represents the length of the footing here, and the length of the footing what we have got is 4.5 meter. This is equal to 4.5 by 2. Here P1 is equal to, you bring this plus 2 to the RHS side, it will become minus 2. Now on simplifying this, you will be getting a value as 0.25 meter. Now this value represents the value of the projection P1, that is the value of the projection of column A with respect to edge of the footing. Similarly, we need to find the second projection P2. For finding that, I am taking P1 plus small l plus P2 is equal to. See, now I am adding the distance P1 with L with P2. On adding these three distances, what do we get? We will get the total distance L. Hence, you equate this with the capital L and substitute the values of P1, small l and capital L in the next step. The value of P1 what we have got is 0.25, L is 3.4. You don't know the value of P2 as P2 is unknown here, and the value of capital L is 4.5. You simplify this. On simplifying this, you will be getting the value of P2 as 0.85 meter. So this completes the projection of the footing.